being at the end of the table. This is, we've already heard, Malvan is a state-of-the-art aircraft, which is anti-submarine warfare watercraft. And this ship and the crew, they carry the legacy of first when Malvan. I can see some Karwar here from that ship. He served the nation with pride for decades, and it was decommissioned in 2003. So it's a very special experience for me. Unfortunately, when you are the last speaker, everything that is to be said is already been said. You've already heard about the history of Malvan, how it came about being. You already seen the video. We already know that this name is inspired from from a state in Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's time. And we all understand how important the maritime security and the maritime power of India's role is. Because any nation, if the maritime routes decide your trade and your trade decide your destiny. And as far as India is concerned, we all understand how important the Indigenization region is to us. And the Navy has been playing a very vital role in ensuring that we have a secure sea lines of communication and trade. India trade just continues without continues uninterrupted, and the growth continues uninterrupted. So whatever is happening in the recent times around the world will actually strengthen this concept that unless you have your sea lines of communication free, unless you have your free trade, you will not be able to succeed as a country. So I think adding another warship in the Navy, the seventh in this year, seventh month and seventh warship, and we have 12 more to go. So I'm very happy to see that the Navy is going at the pace that they want to go. I am very confident that the 80% indigenous content in this warship, this आत्मनिर्भर भारत जो हमने एक सपना देखा है, हम उसकी बहुत और करीब आ जा रहे हैं. इंडियन नेवी शुरू से ही बहुत जल्दी इंडियन नेवी ने ये सपना अपना लिया था. हम लोगों ने देर कर लिया बल्कि, because various sectors take different times to grow, and I think as far as naval shipbuilding is concerned, India has always had an edge, and we carried our legacy forward and making ships. So very good progress has been made in our as far as shipbuilding is concerned. And I'm told 50% by value is no mean task. Small components which we are still relying on, co-production and type of outside answer we rely on over those things. And I just hope that other two services, especially Indian Air Force, learns a lesson as to how the Navy has been able to get this whole concept right, where you have your Indian Navy officers who are embedded in your shipbuilding right from the beginning. Those people grow up in the same field and become even the senior most in that shipyard. And even after retirement, they continue to render the services. Something similar, I think, Indian Air Force has to adopt to make sure that even in the aviation sector, our self-reliance, our dream of being reliant becomes a reality and becomes a reality soon. I always say that it's very important to build technology, homegrown technology. It's very important to do a lot of research and development at home. It is very important to know, but you have to grow. If you have to grow and remain relevant, it has to be at the speed of relevance. If you are growing at the speed that I can you design and develop something, that I can produce something things have to happen, they have to happen at a certain pace that these skills remain relevant. And I'm very happy that the way our the indigenous infrastructure is growing in terms of R&D, in terms of production. There is a big impetus which has been given. I'm not saying we reach somewhere very close to target, but we are in the right direction. And as long as one is moving in the right direction, there is hope. So I'm sure if you don't waver from this path, if we remain focused on this will be a game changer. So as I said, I must compliment Shri Jose Vijay, the chairman and managing director of Protein Shipyard, and the entire team of shipbuilding for delivering this fine platform to the nation. And also, I must commend the Indian Navy's project trial and acceptance teams for their sustained effort and meticulous oversight, ensuring the successful induction of so many ships, including this MS Malvan today. Yesterday, I was talking to some people, and I realized how important these teams are because they are the final goalpost also. They not only are helping out in the development stage, they also are the final accepting authority. They are the ones who declare a warship seaworthy or combat worthy, which is a very big responsibility they carry on their shoulders. And having this commissioning ceremony at the Karwar, naval base Karwar is again adds special relevance. Under the aegis of Project Seabird, Karwar is emerged as a symbol of India's maritime strategic vision. Uh, it stands as one of the most modern naval bases of the world, I would say, not just India. And with world-class infrastructure and advanced operational facilities. I've gone around the naval base yesterday, seen the various facilities that are available here. I think we are second to none as far as we see the concern, and we should be proud of that. Before I conclude, I'd like to take this opportunity to reaffirm the Indian Air Force's commitment to enhancing the joint operations. With Indian Navy, we've been working very closely, and I'm sure this joint strength integration will continue to grow. We've already seen it in action, what happened. We've got a glimpse of what the future is going to be. So no future war is going to be fought by an individual service. We must understand that. All of us, whether we are in blues, whites, or rosies, or whichever color, whether we are in allied services, we all have to fight together as one nation, and then only we will succeed. And I'm sure this jointness is going to be on chale, इतना पुश लास्ट 4-5 सालों में दिया गया है सीरियस के फॉर्मेशन के बाद वो और बढ़ता जाएगा और हम सब लोग एक साथ आगे बढ़ेंगे और देश का नाम रोशन करेंगे. So lastly, the commanding officer, the officers, the sailors, so I must tell you that today you are not inheriting a lost warship, you are inheriting much more than that. You are inheriting a proud legacy which is built on into generations of courageous sailors who have safeguarded India's maritime interests and frontiers and brought honors and distinctions to this country. So remember that the technology can only provide you capability, but it is the professionalism, the leadership, the teamwork, the character which will transform a ship into a formidable fighting unit. And I'm confident that you will uphold the finest traditions of the Indian Navy and have new chapters to proud history of Indian Navy through this magnificent ship. I wish the commanding officers, every crew member and families fair winds and following peace. May INS Malvan always remain vigilant in peace, resolute in crisis, and victorious in conflict. Jai Hind.
Very good morning to all of you. It is my privilege and honor to welcome each one of you to Naval Base Karwar on this momentum occasion of commissioning of INS Malvan into the Indian Navy. I extend a warm welcome to our chief guest, Air Chief Marshal A.P. Singh, whose gracious presence underscores the spirit of integration and synergy that defines the defense forces today. Today marks another significant milestone in India's maritime journey. The commissioning of Malvan, second of the 8 anti-submarine warfare shallow water craft being constructed by Cochin Shipyard Limited with over 80% indigenous content is yet another testimony to India's growing self-reliance in defense manufacturing. Also, Malvan becomes the first Indian naval ship to be commissioned at Karwar, which is a momentous occasion for the naval base itself. And of course, it is the 7th ship to be commissioned by the Indian Navy this year, and there are at least 12 more to follow. The ship's name, Malvan, carries deep historical and cultural significance for us. Named after the historic coastal town in Maharashtra, closely associated with the maritime legacy of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, the ship reflects India's rich naval heritage while looking confidently towards the future. It also perpetuates the legacy of the earlier INS Malvan, which served the nation with distinction as an inshore minesweeper from 1983 to 2003. The induction of INS Malvan comes amid growing strategic importance of the maritime domain and the Indian Ocean region. As India's maritime interests expand, the Indian Navy remains committed to safeguarding national interests, ensuring freedom of navigation, and promoting regional stability. Through sustained operations, HADR missions, and partnerships, the Navy continues to demonstrate professionalism, operational excellence, and commitment as a responsible maritime security partner in our areas. INS Malvan is a shining example of India's remarkable progress in indigenous shipbuilding. She embodies the technological competence, innovation, and dedication of our shipbuilders, designers, engineers, and industry partners. Successful delivery of such a sophisticated frontline platform reinforces our confidence in India's defense and industrial ecosystem and the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. I express my sincere gratitude to the Air Chief today for graciously consenting to be the chief guest for this ceremony. Your presence inspires us all and reflects the close bond that unites us amongst the defense forces in the service to the nation. I would also take this opportunity to commend our warship production and acquisition team for yet another milestone. A special appreciation to Sri Jose Vijay, Chairman and Managing Director of Cochin Shipyard Limited, who have emerged as one of our leading shipyards, the most trusted and valuable partner. To the commanding officers and sailors of INS Malvan, I wish you fair winds, following seas, and at least 11 meters below your keel. I am confident that you will uphold highest traditions of the Indian Navy and serve the nation with unwavering commitment. In the end, I also congratulate every individual associated with this prestigious project. Thank you. Jai Hind. Samno Varana.
ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಿರ್ಭೀತಿಯಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪರವಾಗಿ.